Hi guys, my name is Abbi Panasuk. A lot of you probably know that. And I am now a wife and a mom. And I've wanted that my entire life. But the thing is I decided to become a mom and become a wife and fall into this, I don't know, slump kind of. I just feel like I'm missing my spark. And I feel like I've been searching for that thing to like get me out of that. In my 20s, I was doing the cosmetology and I was doing the reality TV and I was doing all of these things that were super exciting that I loved doing. And then I got married and that was exciting, and I had kids and that was exciting, and then it was like, I'm just complacent now. Like I've just lost that thing. And I came across LimeLife.
Hey, where are we, Candace?
We are actually here in my hometown of Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. We are here to interview Abbi Panasuk, who has, in the last 2 years of her life, really transformed from being a stay-at-home mom who felt really stuck in her life to now being an executive director at LimeLife Cosmetics, where she is leading a team of over 1,500 women and has completely transformed herself into a leader, a coach, an ultimate boss mom. It's so exciting.
But you know, beyond the financial success that she's enjoyed, what's been really meaningful and impactful to her are all these women she's helping.
100%.
They are living their dream, believing in themselves maybe for the first time, and really achieving their Z, and together as a team, they're each reaching their own Z.
Yeah, these women are unstoppable and on fire. We can't wait for you to meet them. So this is Abbi's life-changing adventure of finding her Z.
I was working behind a desk at my dad's insurance company, and I had been working there probably around 8 years, and it was part-time, but it was something I had never wanted to be doing. I always wanted to be at home with my babies, but we needed the money. I felt like that was my only option. I thought that was it. Like I just had to go to work, and I had to work behind a desk, and I just had to get paid and then go home. I was feeling unfulfilled. I was feeling lost. I was battling postpartum depression. My husband and I were arguing a lot because I didn't know what it was. Something was missing from my life. Cody and I got married and we never bought a house together. We were going to work, we were living paycheck to paycheck, and we couldn't even afford a mortgage. It was a really crazy time. I remember just laying in bed sometimes with, I get emotional thinking about it. I would just like pull the blankets over my head and be like, is this it? Like, what's wrong with me?
We talk about the alphabet as being a framework to think about where you're at relative to where you want to be. If you had to sum that up and say that's the letter I felt like I was at, what letter do you identify with for where you were before LimeLife?
Gosh, maybe like a G. I mean, I didn't dream. You know, maybe my husband was going to make more money. Maybe we'd move into a better home. Maybe, but I always thought we'd have an average life. And I am not an average person. I mean, I am not.
You're made for more.
I thought my purpose was being a mom. And so I thought I had to be like good with that.
Yeah.
That was
Society's paradigm of success.
Yeah.
And then along comes LimeLife.
And then along comes LimeLife. And I prayed about it. I just said, help me. I don't know what it is. I'm lost. I don't know what it is I'm supposed to be doing.
So then what happens though?
My mentor actually was the one that encouraged me to go live. She's like, you need to tell your why. And I'm like, my why? Well, my why is this is a hobby and I want to find my sparkle. Like I want to have fun again. I want to do something for me. I was so nervous to put that why out there because I didn't know how people were going to react to that. And I put it out there and I closed my computer and I just went to bed. And the next morning, my inbox was flooded.
So now as we sit here
2.5 years after that first video.
Yeah.
Where are you at now?
Woo! Okay, so 3 weeks after I started with LimeLife, I cut all my hair off and went pink.
Why?
I just went for it because I had confidence. I felt like I could. I felt beautiful and alive, and I'm like, let's crank this up a notch, you know? Like, let's do this thing.
So you were starting to change inside,
Inside.
and you changed the outside too.
I had already made my first month what I made sitting behind a desk, doing this, having fun, playing with makeup. So it was a big deal. My team had already grown to about like 13 women. And I didn't know much about branding at that time, but I just knew we needed to be something that was like this team that nobody saw coming, that it unexpectedly come from behind and wins. And so we were Dark Horse.
What's an average month that Team Dark Horse does now?
Over $500,000.
You sell $500,000
Yeah,
in makeup a month.
A month.
Wow.
Yeah, 1,500 women.
What really ended up being your why?
So my why, it evolved. I mean, it went from, it was for me, to then it was, I need this for my family because I'm gonna change my family's life. And then I saw what I was creating and how I was changing other people's lives, how I was inspiring them to come on this journey and find self-worth. So then my why turned into, I want to change the world. This is bigger than me. This is about me really having women see that they are worthy. And I didn't know how I was going to do that, but LimeLife is just my vehicle.
So makeup is how
Yes.
I help women realize
Yeah.
that they are worthy
Yeah.
and that they are powerful and they can run their own company and still be the mom that they dream of being.
So tell us a little bit about what a day in the life of Abbi.
Waking up to no alarm clock, which is heavenly to me.
Yes.
My kids wake me up. But it's waking up, it's breakfast with my kids, it's dance parties, it's getting the endorphins going and pumped up to start the day. And then it's coaching calls, messages, Facebook Lives. I train a lot on Facebook.
The intersection of work you love, the things you're good at, with the things that you're passionate about, and there's this sweet spot in the middle, which is exactly what you described.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like work.
It doesn't. And you take action every single day. I went from not being able to afford a mortgage to making 6 figures in 7 months.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you measured success by impact, by how you were feeling versus
The
income.
I'm so invested in helping other women find their worth, you know, financially, emotionally, and that I don't really pay attention to the dollar amount.
You have realized a part of you that you had never really developed before. Leadership, coaching, right?
Yeah.
Now your role is to minimize the inner critic in others, the ways that women stop themselves. What's some of the coaching and advice you hear yourself giving over and over and over again to help people minimize that inner critic?
Stop telling yourself stories. That what you are believing about yourself is a story that you've created. Nobody's gonna come in here and be a hero for you. So I do kind of give them some tough love.
We have people who whisper their dreams to us sometimes. That's just how I would describe it. They whisper a dream to us and then they explain why it could never possibly happen. And you realize that the only person who needs to get on the train is you.
Yeah.
Something we talk to a lot of people about too. Like, there's one thing about dreaming and knowing what the thing is, but like, people get paralyzed with inaction.
Don't overthink it. Enjoy it. And the one thing I always tell them is don't have expectations. Enjoy the journey. The journey is the joy, right? And so if you're enjoying this and doing the things, then the success is just gonna come.
You're selling so much more than makeup. This is kind of not about makeup.
This is about an opportunity to see your worth, to feel your worth. I'm a different coach. You know, I am that coach that if you join my team, it does not matter where you fall in my downline, I will have a coaching call with you because I am here to change the world.
So one thing that we know is that once you decide to do something,
who you have around you often influences your willingness to actually go for it.
Yeah.
Your husband, I'm guessing, was a
My
big
husband,
influence.
yes, because he was a cheerleader for me. He saw what this was doing and he just encouraged it. And he allows for me to be me. You know, he's just that person that balances. Yeah, I'm like the air and he's like the ground.
We sometimes talk about finding your Z together, like this provides framework for husbands and wives. Talk about like, how do we do this together? How do we
Finding our Z.
Yeah. Through what I've done, it's helped him to dream. So instead of it just being, well, that LimeLife is Abby's thing, LimeLife is our thing. This is something we've created. He's supported me through this, and he's had a heavy hand in having my back.
Talked a lot about your what, your why. Tell us a little bit about your where.
We did end up buying a little lake cabin. It was going to be our happy place, and it was for a little bit. But we realized that we want to live permanently on the water. So we are in the process of looking for our happy place. Life can get really crazy and busy, and then I can just be on the water or looking out at the water, even just on like the porch, sipping my coffee and look out, and it's just, everything goes away and it's quiet.
So is this your Z?
Am I ever gonna find my Z? Because I'm innovative, I'm creative, I like to keep creating, I like to keep setting goals, crushing them, and then moving on to the next thing. Like, will I ever be satisfied? I don't know. And that's just part of who I am.
I think too many people think that Z is retirement.
Yeah.
Or
Right? Like, we should wait
Or it's things.
to be happy.
You take a look at your life and you're like, wow, look at all the things I've created. Look at my surroundings. But to me, Z is like feeling satisfied. It's inside.
It's inside. Yeah, status and stuff versus happiness and fulfillment.
If this isn't my Z, I believe that my Z is just inspiring on a bigger level.
Playing bigger.
Playing bigger.
Bigger
We'll
stages.
see. Bigger stages.
Bigger lights.
More people.
More sparkle.
More sparkle. More vibrant.
Wow, what a great day back in my hometown. I am feeling so inspired after spending a day with Abbi.
It's hard not to be inspired by her, right? She is on fire, building her business, building the dreams of the women who are on her team.
Totally.
It's really something to behold.
It is, and it's just so exciting, and it makes me ask myself big questions. I hope it's making you ask yourself questions like, how do you define success? Because when she started this opportunity and she thought it was just about makeup, when her passion met its purpose, she realized that success was going to be much bigger than that. And wow, it is just, she is on her path to Z, absolutely.
Absolutely. And if you'd like to learn more about the book we're writing, the workshops that we're holding, coaching, please visit www.findingyourz.com.
Yes, thanks for joining us on this life-changing adventure.